Ooh, what a week it's been. I think I just need a little nap. Oh, I'm so glad I didn't miss the weekend wind-up at Mara's. Hello! Welcome to the Weekend Wind-Up. My name is Mara. This is Mindfully Crocheted. Here at the Weekend Wind-Up, we weave in some ends, we wind up some yarn, we finish our projects, or we work on our projects, and we just have some general chat with our friends. So how is everybody doing tonight? I see Carrie came early. She said, grabbing a seat for the best show in town with my yarny bestie. So good to see you. Love you, girl. And there is our sweet Sandra SC. How are you doing tonight? Every time I look over, I've got the Stepping Textures hat. I'm like, I know I am this close to finishing up my big project that I'm working on. And as soon as I do, then I've got to finish that hat. It is next on deck. Hi, Diane. How are you? It's good to see you. Thanks, everybody, for coming in. I appreciate it. I was over at Michi's until like about 3 minutes till, and then I was like, I should probably use the restroom before my live. So anyway, here I am. So I know that Michi's still live and there's a lot of people over there, but I hope that I want to just thank those of you who are here and who came. And there is the sweet Anastasia. How are you doing? It's good to see you. MDL Crochet, hiya. Finally catching a live of yours. Well, thank you for doing so, MDL. Thanks, I appreciate it. One moment, I just realized I forgot over here. Okay. All right. And there is Faith Louise. She says, hi, Mara, and everyone in the chat. It's good to see you, Faith. And there's Noe, sweet Noe. How are you? You're back home now from your whirlwind Vegas trip. Are you doing well? Are you missing it? I know it's really like when you're there and you're among all the lights and the sounds and it's so overstimulating. But then when you come back, you're kind of like, oh, I guess that's kind of the same way it is with almost any vacation, right? You get that letdown from being back home from vacation. Oh, I know, like vacation's not really in my cards like this spring or even in the summer, but I've been, talking about it with our friends, including Carrie here about doing the Pacific Northwest Yarny Social. And that's the first weekend in October this year. So I mentioned it to my husband. I told him it's happening. And it was funny because he actually said, the flights to Boise are pretty inexpensive. You might just consider flying. So I'm going to have to give that some thought. But I'm definitely going to have to give that some thought. Anastasia says, I love that you're live late at night for me because your voice is so calming. Aw, thank you so much. It's really funny. But one of my first jobs, I was kind of in between high school and college. My mom was a telephone operator, and actually she had an amazing singing voice. I miss her voice so much. But she worked as a telephone operator for my whole life, pretty much from the time that she went back to work after having kids. She worked as a telephone operator, and I worked at the same place as her on the weekends and some evenings. And then during the summer before I started college. And then when I went away to college, then I came back and continued to work on the weekends. And anyway, that was kind of like my first college job. And I used to get a lot of compliments on my voice. And so thank you so much. I hope to provide a place of calm and mindfulness, of course. But in fact, I will start us out with a little mindfulness quote. Hopefully those are working tonight. And if you would like to do that too, you're certainly welcome. And yes, good. You only have to type in the word yogi into the chat, and then Nightbot will drop a little quote for you. Crochet is a way to create beauty with your hands and find peace in your heart. I'm not sure what that means. Did I miss something? Not sure what you mean by, oh, number please. Oh, got you. I got you. Number please. I wasn't that kind of operator. No, I get it now. I get it. My mom worked, well, I did too, at a doctor's telephone answering service. And so we were there to cover like when the office couldn't answer the phones, then the calls would come through to the answering service. And we would either, take messages for the doctor's office and then give it to them. Like when it was swing shift, like from the lunch hour till like overnight. So sometimes people would call in, I'm in labor, what do I do? Or, go to the hospital. But no, we would take a message unless it was an emergency. We could get a hold of the doctors that were on call. And then in addition to being like an answering service for doctors' offices, they also were like a dispatch for towing companies. So there was like 3 towing companies, and we would get calls, and then we would dispatch drivers to go out and help people on the road. So yeah, it was kind of fun. And we sometimes got to connect the doctors. We would connect people, and it was like a really old system, like I can't think of it, a PBX. I was like a PBX operator, and so you could at one time you could lift up the little cord and push it in, and anyway, it was really cool. We also had like a red hotline. I felt so important, right? Answering. If the red hotline rang, you would have to answer it. I can't even remember what it was for now. Anyway, goodness. So Sandra says, before we could dial, you talked to the operator. That's right. Like you would just pick up the phone and it would automatically like call. And then, yes, and they would say, number, please, right? And then you would get connected to some kind of combination of, they used to be letters and numbers. So that was kind of fun. When I was a kid, we had like the party line system. That was really fun for a while, but not really. Because, like if you lifted up your phone very quietly, you could hear other people's conversations, right? Oh, goodness. But no, we wouldn't do that. We would be like, oh, sorry, I was going to make a call. And then they're like, okay, we'll be off in a minute. And then we would hang up, and then we would try again in a few minutes. And yeah, after a while, like once I got to be in the phone call making age, like when I was in elementary school and I was calling my friends like, hey, do you want to come over? Or, hey, are we going to get together? Or, whatever. Then we got our own phone number, and we stopped having like a party line with the neighbors across the street. So it was funny. Yeah. Back in that was probably the late 70s that we had a party line. And then by the later 70s, then we got our own phone number. I still remember my childhood phone number. Sometimes I've thought about calling it just to see like if it's still an operational number, if it's still a cell phone, or if it's a landline, or if it's still a landline, or if it's been converted to become a cell phone number. I don't know. I'm just curious. So Faith typed in yogi, and Nightbot said, be kind to yourself. And I agree. Be kind to yourself. And let's see. Hola, Maritza. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Hey, Carrie, how's it going? Did you have a nice day? Did you go over to your mom's today, and how is she doing? Yeah, what was I thought I had something. Anyway, so today what I have been working on has been my Peacock Plums Afghan. Yesterday, or could have even, was it Friday night? No, it was yesterday. Yesterday I finished doing all the top stitching on my motifs, and I have started attaching the motifs to the Afghan. I'm not quite halfway. I haven't quite done half of them yet. I still have like 16. I don't know. Let me count. Here's my stack of what I have left to attach. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Actually, I have 17 left. I thought I had 16. Oh, well, no, that makes sense, because before I had 18, and so now I have 17, which is almost half, because there are 33 motifs to attach. I'm attaching my 16th one right now, and then I'll have 17 more to attach after that. Okay. Anastasia, or as I like to call her, Anastasia. Oh, now I'm tempted to call my old landline up. Hey, well, you know what? Do it at a reasonable hour, like not too late. And you could just be like, hey, you know what? I just felt like checking to see, this was my number when I was a kid or whatever. And I just wanted to check if it was still a number. Hey, do you ever get any calls for Mara? I wonder, it makes me wonder, like, does anybody ever call my old number and ask for me? Most likely not. I think anybody who wants to reach me has my number. But anyway. Oh, is Michi wrapping up? It's MDL says raid incoming. Oh, well, thank you so much to the raiders. I also wanted to take a moment to say that anybody coming in who may be just observing from their Zen garden, this is going to be for you. Just a sec. So if you're listening and lurking, then here, this is for you. You know, I've had my little Zen garden video for a little while, and I just thought I might change it up a little bit. So tell me what you guys think about my new Zen garden video. I think I did play it last week, but let me know. And so Maritza saying hola, good evening. Okay, yes. All right, here we go. And she said she's doing good, but she's still in a lot of pain. And there's our sweet Sanja. How are you doing? I kind of have to pause a little bit, because whenever I play those little videos, then they kind of give a little hiccup in my live stream. I get some buffering. Nightbot says, thank you, Sanja, for greeting one another and hanging out with me today. Hey, Kim, how are you? It was good to see you also over at Michi's. Michi's was really hopping. She had crochet with Tiffany Hansen there and Juan the Yarn Addict. And so I imagine, and she did a couple of giveaways. So I imagine people didn't really want to leave quite yet. And there's Moonlight Crochet and Crafts, Tracy Huber. And she says hello to everyone. And Michi Raid. Hello, Dawn. Good to see you. She says, hello, Mara. Michi Raid. All right. And Nightbot's thanking everybody for hanging out with us today. Kim says, I would really love to stay, but I have to get ready for bed. I wanted to pop in for a thumb and send you a hug. Thank you so much for doing that. I really do appreciate it. And I will catch you in the YT streets. And Sanja asked if I made my beautiful sweater. And yeah, I did. I will show you a picture because it's going to be kind of hard to see if I stand up, but it's actually like, as Jaxie likes to call it, a swancho. It's like part sweater, part poncho. And this is a Bagaudet pattern, which I will look up the pattern name for you so that one of my moderators can drop the link. But it actually comes down to a point. Let me push my chair back a little bit here. But yeah, so when you reach out, you can see it goes down and a triangle. So it's like a triangle poncho. And then I did the little, they're mostly like a 3/4 length sleeve. They're not quite like, I can pull them down so that they do go to my wrist or to my hand, but it rests right above my wrists. And I made this a year ago in January. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the picture of it. Oh, there we go. So that way I can tell you the name of the specific pattern by Crystal at Bagaudet Crochet. Here we go. Oh my goodness. I gotta look through my little reading glasses here. Okay, it's called the Carolina Poncho. And it is, of course, a tutorial by Bagaudet Crochet. And I made it last January. I used Crafter Secret. So this yarn does kind of pill. And if I had it to do over again, I would probably choose an anti-pill yarn, because anytime, just kind of like Juan was talking about during his live today, that if you're doing a wearable, you want to get something that's going to be anti-pill versus, where if you're rubbing your arm on a surface, then all of a sudden you've got little pilling. It's not too bad. I don't wear this super often, and it's a nice open design. So I do have to wear something underneath, like a shirt underneath, but it does keep me warm. So yes, so it's called the Carolina Poncho. And as far as I used a J hook, and it took me just a few days. So I can't recall if that was still, I think that was when I had already gone back to work, because I work for a school. So I think that Christmas break may have been done by then. But I started it on the 3rd of January and I finished it on the 6th of January. So yeah, thank you. Thank you for commenting. Hello, Samantha. It's good to see you. And Samantha typed in the word mindful, which of course, if you would like to have your channel link dropped, you can do that as well. I just ask that you do it once per hour or once per, per stream if I'm going for less than an hour, but that would be great. And please feel free to go over and check out our sweet Samantha and pick her up. Yes, and yes, it is a poncho actually. But like I said, we'll call it a swancho, and we'll use Jaxie's term since it's a combination sweater poncho. Sandra says, my high school class is beginning to plan a reunion. Has to be handicap accessible as we're all old, LOL. Oh yeah, I know. I think I missed the last one that we had. Gosh, I'll be coming up on, I still have, so I was class of 87. So 3 more years for our next one, right? For the big 40 year. Ooh, we'll see. If we have one, I will go. I will, or at least I'll try, right? Carrie says, I love it. And there's, speaking of Carrie, there is Carrie's channel right there. So you love the Zen garden. Is that from when your comment is? Yeah. It is very Zen. Doesn't that alpaca have a totally Zen kind of, just the way It raises its head to the sunshine and then turns. I love it. Really do. I get to add a new color to the there and back. Ooh, yay. How's it coming along? I know three people are already done, right? How many total were doing it, Carrie? Do you remember? Okay, let's see. Yes, it's very zen, says Faith Louise. Hello, Darcia. It's good to see you. Thank you so much for coming and being here tonight. Yes. Nightbot says you can type in yogi to get a mindfulness quote. A couple of us, I typed one in at the beginning and it was about crochet. I also had some tea before my live today, a little lavender tea, and as well as I had like a stomach ease one because I don't know, like I feel like I'm exposed to so much at school, and just one brief moment today, I was like, oh, I'm not really feeling today. But that tea along with the lavender tea, it really helped, and I feel fine. I just don't have much of an appetite today. Like my husband, Mr. Mindful, said, what do you want to do for dinner? And I was like, I don't know. I'm thinking I'm not going to really eat today. Maybe because I had like a donut for breakfast. I think that's really what it was, in all honesty. With my age, I just can't seem to handle the donuts. Does anybody else have that problem? Like, I love the donuts, but the donuts do not love me. So sad. But anyway, on my tea, there was this really good mindfulness quote. And I don't think it's in my rotation because, as some or most of you know, when you type in yogi, you'll get a crochet quote that I kind of came up with, or you'll get a mindfulness quote from my yogi teas. So yogi tea, I'll move this up here so you can see the label, YOGI, is pretty much my favorite tea to drink. I have a drawer that is full of all the yogi teas, probably 10 different varieties. I also like stash tea, but the yogi tea is my favorite. And hashtag not sponsored, but yogi, I'm happy to talk with you. I have influenced a few people to go out and get some yogi tea. And there are caffeinated and non-caffeinated varieties. And so anyway, on my tea from tonight, or at least one of the teas, it says, when fear is forcing you to give up, call upon your heart's courage to continue. I think that is so important. And so because it's so important, I am going to read it one more time. When fear is forcing you to give up, call upon your heart's courage to continue. Anyway, yes. So hopefully a few of you are going to type yogi into the chat and you'll get another mindfulness quote. All right. Carrie says, I'm going to bed. Good night, all. Good night, Carrie. We'll see you tomorrow. Love you. Mominator Judy says, Michi Raid. Dawn says, hello, Darcia. And she says also good night to Carrie. Nightbot says you can also type woolly to get a random fact about wool or wool producing animals. I like all of the things here, right? Oh, I did not mean, you know what? I have to say that's contagious. Dawn says all the things. Juan says all the things. And it just is so easy to, I'm not trying to copy. I'm not. It's just, it kind of rubs off, just like an accent when you go somewhere. You find yourself talking in some other accent. Oh, goodness. And Samantha says hi to Dawn. People are greeting each other. Hello, Melissa. It's good to see you. Thank you so much for coming in. Susan Burke is part of the Michi Raid. Hello, Susan. I'm really excited to see your sun bunny when you get it. I don't know what your plans are, like if you're going to take a picture of it or if you're going to open it or do any kind of video, which you were not under any obligation to do, but I would certainly love to see when your Sun Bunny arrives. Susan won a Sun Bunny from Ms. C that Ms. C donated to my 1K giveaway celebration that I did back in January, I guess. And so she just mailed it out this week. So Susan should be getting it like tomorrow. I'm super excited for you, Susan. And there is Christy. Hello, sweet Christy. How are you doing? It's good to see you. And thanks for being part of Michi Raid. Thank you, Michi. I don't know if you are here, but if you are, thanks so much for coming and for bringing friends. I really had a great time at Michi's Live and just hanging out in there. It's so easy to just lose track of time, you know, because then every time she's starting to, well, her time is, well, anyway, when it's getting to be time for my live, I'm like, oh, dang, I always have to miss the good part, the end. Anyway, no big deal. Deborah Richardson says Michi Raid. Paula, Barb Jarvie. Hey, congratulations, Barb, on your win over at Michi's. That was really cool. Michelle D says, hi, Mara. Hi, mods. Hi, chat. Right. Mominator Judy says, hey, Don. Just scrolling down, Christy says, hi, Mara. Margie's Crafty Corners here. Hello, and congratulations to you too, Margie. I know that you've just been working so hard. I think you are one of the hardest working YouTubers here, and I'm so happy for you to reach that full monetization level. It's super exciting. And let's see. Sorry, I just had a text there. Sorry about that. Just moving my phone out of the way. All right. Yes, there's Tank. Hello. She says, Michi Raid. And Carrie is asking Sanja, Sanja, will you email me, please? Dawn says that she is happy, Darcia. Thank you for asking. And how are you? Paula says that is pretty. Let's see, I'm way behind, so I'm going to scroll down past some of the hellos. But again, thank you everybody for coming in. There's Sandra Carlton. She says beautiful poncho. And I am not sure if anybody dropped the poncho or Swancho. There's Jax actually dropped the pattern, the Carolina poncho by Crystal at Bag O' Day. So because I'm so far behind, it probably is down there. So welcome in Jaxie and Jen Reeves. Hello. Roberta, how's it going? Margie says, hi, BFF to Dawn. And people greeting each other. Thank you so much. And there's sweet Jamie Marie Crafts. How are you doing? Thank you so much for coming in. We've got Nancy Hudson and I already forgot the question, but the answer is no, I guess. Okay. All right. Jack saying hello to Dawn. We've got Mandy Longbine. Hi to everybody. So good to see you all. And at the beginning, I was showing what I've been working on today, which is attaching these motifs, working on 33 of them to my Peacock Plums Afghan, and so that I can finish this up. We're at the 25th now, and today I got about 15 and a half of them sewn on. And so I've got 4 days to get it done, 4 days. By next week, Sunday, I should be showing you an FO and put writing this one off into the books, right? This has been about a 5-month project, and because I started it the beginning of October. So yeah. Lovely. Now, of course, I have done other things. But everybody else has pretty much finished this up. They finished it up before the beginning of the year. I'm just way behind, I guess. Sanja says she's sleepy. Me too. Thank you so much, Samantha. There it is right there. And you can go over and check it out. It does work up pretty quickly, and it's nice. You can keep going. I know some people, when I made it, I went on and put a picture onto Crystal's Bag O' Day page on Facebook. And there were quite a number of people who posted pictures of their Carolina poncho. And, some of them were shorter. So like if you have a longer torso, you need to kind of keep it going. But this just worked out really well. And Sanja says, I have some nice anti-pilling yarn. Yay. That's great, because I'm telling you, the other sweater that I made it was like an oversized sweater that I made last year in February. I used yarn that pills on that one too. So I'm telling you, I want to go back and make it again, but with anti-pilling yarn. Oh, perfect. There's a couple more people putting that poncho link. Dawn and Tank, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Deborah Richardson saying hello. Mominator Judy says hello, Mara. Yes, thank you, Samantha. Thank you, everybody. Can't hurt to have the link a couple more times. Okay, just scrolling down. Hopefully I don't miss anybody. Just want to see if I can catch up a little bit with the chat. And some links are coming by, so please, if you can, click on those and go over and check out those friends. People greeting one another, and that I so appreciate that. That's like my favorite thing that I love about this community is just when you're at a live, everybody saying hello to one another. It's awesome. And Anastasia typed in mindful. Let me go and see here. Yep, there we go. Please go over and check her out and pick her up. Scrolling down. Your friend Sandrine. Oh, Faith Louise also putting it in for people that want to have it a little closer, because I know this was a while ago. Oh, goodness. Nominator Judy. When you type in mindful, it occurs to me, it's a great idea if you want to put in there, like type in the word mindful and then a space or two, and then just say you're looking for friends or you're looking to have people go watch your content, or, like if your goal is channel building or community tab, let us know so that we can check it out. There we go. Jack says Swancho-licious. I love Jack's lingo. I love your lingo. Louise's channel right there. Please go over and check her out. Yeah. Faith is saying to Sandra, it should always be handicapped, accessible. Disability knows no age. That's right. Most places have to follow like ADA laws, if they're to make things accessible. So hopefully. And Sandra Carlton says class of 86 here. All right. We got our 80s friends. There's Maritza's channel. Christy says, very valid point, Faith Louise. Absolutely. Everything should be. Well, I realize some buildings are older, but even now they're supposed to make modifications, to have ramps and, elevators when possible, things like that. And like wider doors so that people can fit through that have wheelchairs and things, or walkers. And Tank says, I hope to see you all tomorrow. Good night. Good night, sweet Tank. It's good to see you. And Samantha's saying, what should I make with wool yarn? Well, it depends. How much wool yarn do you have? I think that you can pretty much make just about anything. Hats, scarves, sweaters. You know, if you can, just because it's wool and it is warm, you don't have to think of it only for like winter type wear. You can, use larger hooks and make more open weave. You can do shawls. You can do bags also with wool. There's so many options. People saying goodnight to Tank. And Faith says that she is on row 12. Is that of your there and back? That's awesome. Making some progress. Is that what you were meaning, Faith? I'm not sure which particular project. And oh wow, so Deborah says, this year will be my 45th reunion. They don't know where to find me, LOL. And Paula Mulford is saying good night. Good night, Paula. Thanks for coming over. Let's see. We have a few people typing yogi at once, but it looks like Nightbot responded with all of your requests. It's on top of it. May you create peaceful harmony as your life's purpose. That's a good one. And Nightbot also says, your breath fills you with energy anytime you need it. Oh yeah, I am a big fan of the deep breath. I love it. Breathe in so deep and then hold it and then release all that tension, anxiety, stress, worry. Just that's why, for my members, I have the emoji that says worry less, because I am a firm believer that we should all worry less. And the third one says, crochet teaches us patience as every masterpiece is built one stitch at a time. Patience for sure. That is something that I have needed with my Peacock Plums Afghan, because, I'm telling you, the sewing it on, the being done for now with the crochet aspect of it and attaching these motifs on, I mean, it's nice. Don't get me wrong. Oh boy, I've got like a little end sticking out here. I'll have to weave that in. But okay. But anyway, they're beautiful, but just the sewing on, like using the, the whip stitch, you got to have a lot of patience for that. It's going to be a masterpiece, but it requires patience. Sandra says, being handicap accessible was meant as a joke. Oh, darn it. But you've got us all like, all the activists in us or the activist in each of us are like, no, you need to. It's true. I hope that you're all just like skipping your way in and out of there. I guess it was just the way I read it. Sorry about that. Here is a woolly fact for Faith Louise. Wool is used in traditional costumes and cultural garments worldwide. There you go. You can make a costume with it, Samantha. That's something you can make with your wool, right? Susan has typed in mindful. So please go over and check her out and pick her up. I'm pretty sure that I have. Why is this going off? My phone is going off. Oh, goodness. All right. But I'm pretty sure that I'm already part of your family, Susan, but I am going to just double check to make sure. And everybody, it's always a good idea to double check and make sure that you're still subscribed, in just in case, as an example, like, I don't know if it's just a toward the end of the month thing, but I saw a fair number of people drop off. And so it just happens. Sometimes there's a little bit of a purge. And so let me go to my, let me make sure. Okay, yeah, I do have the volume down. Oh boy. Mm. Oops. Ay, ay, ay. I've got ads playing. Anyway, that's not fair. That's not fair. Anyway, I apologize. But I will double check, Susan, but I'm pretty sure that we're still connected. And there's Diana. She says, hello, Mara. Hi, Diana. Thanks for coming in. Pardon me, drinking a little bit of water. I'm not doing well on my water because, quite honestly, I've only filled it one time and I still have a cup left. And that's probably why, now that I've been talking for 40 some minutes, that yeah. Oops. There is Ms. C's channel. She's seen some amazing channel growth. So get over there. Be part of the fun, making a Sun Bunny, which I just have my little Wicked Happy Sun Bunny that I made watching Ms. C's channel. And she started making a Somebody elephant today. So I hope that got the little floofy bum. Oh, it was so great. I was watching Sanita's channel today. She put out a video of what she had on her hook, and she was showing her completed Sun Bunnies, and she's got 3, and they're all so cute. But she said she didn't put the tails on them. She doesn't like the pom-pom tails. Sandra says, we had grilled cheese sandwiches for supper. Yeah, that was probably when I was talking about not eating. Boy, I am still way behind. Sorry. Okay. If it has nutmeg in the donuts, then it doesn't agree with me. Very interesting, Christy. Grilled cheese sandwiches. That sounds good. I actually made a kind of like a mock grilled cheese the other day where I put some toast in the toaster. When it came out, I put a little butter on it. I put the cheese in, put it together like a sandwich. Grilled cheese. There you go. That's my grilled cheese hack. Although now that we have an air fryer, it's so much easier. Oh, goodness. Okay. With an air fryer, it's so much easier now. I could just stick it in there. But that's what I did with the donut today. I popped it into the air fryer on air fry, and it was like one of those Fran's Bakery. Do you guys have them where you are? Fran's Bakery. Yeah. It was just one of their old-fashioned ones, and I wanted it to be kind of crispy on the outside, but it wasn't crispy. So I popped it in the air fryer for like 4 minutes, and it got really hot, but it wasn't that crispy. Oh, well. Let me just, maybe if I don't think it will work, just closing out a couple of tabs, but we'll give it a try. Yes. Yarn lover Regina, hello. It's so good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Yummy grilled cheese, she says. Love grilled cheese. And Nightbot is telling Samantha to live consciously. Anastasia is saying hi to Christy, and Christy is saying hi to Anastasia. She says she's getting tired. I don't know how long I'll last for this live. No worries. No worries. We'll see how long I last. Oh, goodness. And Yarn Lover Regina says, nutmeg hurts my tummy too. Is that what it is? I don't know. I'm going to have to look. Somebody, quick, look up Fran's Bakery old-fashioned donuts. Do they have nutmeg? Oh, sometimes my tummy just doesn't feel like dinner. Good to listen to your body. I know. Well, it didn't really feel like lunch either. After I had that donut, later on in the morning, so I don't know, I had that donut fairly early. Then later on in the morning, I had some like crackers with peanut butter, and that was fine. And then I wasn't really feeling, I just had like 2 crackers with a teaspoon of peanut butter. It wasn't like a major, it was just like a very small snack. And then I had an orange, and the orange was delicious. But after I ate that orange, I haven't felt like really eating anything. So that was it. Oh, wait, I take it back. I take it back. When I was drinking my tea, or just before I drank my tea, I had a couple of these. And these are called Frostbites, and they're Skittles, freeze-dried Skittles. They're kind of old now. I mean, I have kept them in the pack sealed up, but I got these last summer, and I just will have like one every now and then. So they've gone stale a little bit, but they're fine. Got a couple of those. But then that was it. I had the orange, a couple of those, and now I feel kind of done. I don't even feel hungry right now. So by the time I get off the live, it'll be like 9 o'clock my time, and I'm going to be getting myself ready for bed. I don't usually like to eat after 8 o'clock. So unless it was some kind of fruit, then maybe. Yes. There's Michi. Hello. So good to see you. I am way behind, so I'm going to be scrolling down. Sorry if I'm skipping over stuff. Jamie Marie says that she's in the Zen Garden tonight, and I did play it once, but let me go ahead and play my Zen Garden video for any of you that are kind of winding down your day and you're listening in but not chatty. I like that piano music. It's so nice. It's very relaxing. Oh, goodness. Yes. People saying hello. Gonna go ahead and keep scrolling down. Yeah. There we go. Samantha saying hi to Michi. Hello, Pauline. Richie, it says, allow yourself to fully experience each moment with mindfulness. That is your mindfulness quote. And scrolling down, Regina is saying hello to Darcia. Sanja says, my eyes are closing. I'll leave you running. Aw, sweet dreams all, and sweet dreams to you, Sanja. I'm sure you're long gone by now. I'm scrolling down. I haven't even made it past 7:30. I'm so sorry. Okay, Nana Michelle, she says, Michi Raid. Hello. Woolly. Here's a woolly fact for Yarn Bar from a long time ago, which you guys probably already read. Musk oxen found in the Arctic region produce an extremely warm and insulating wool called kiviot. That's, at least that's how I'm going to pronounce it. Don't know if that's correct. Okay. And wool fibers have natural crimp or waviness, which, gives the wool its elasticity and bounce. Hope you're doing well, Nana Michelle. People are greeting you. That's how far behind I am. And saying hello to Nancy Hudson. Yeah, we have all said it, but now we're noticing it more. Yes, right. Okay. Melissa G is saying thumbs. Yeah, I would appreciate your leaving your DNA on the thumbprint. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Hey, Teresa, long time no see. She says, hi, Mara and fellow chatters. Deborah Richardson says, prayers to little Carrie. I've been there and they stink. Yeah, I'm not sure if she was talking about like migraine headaches or not, but you keep scrolling down. How you doing, TDP? It's really good to see you. I feel like I haven't seen you in weeks, so we got to catch up. And Nancy Hudson says, hi, Mara. It's my first time here. I just learned about you from Michi's live. It's good to be here. Well, it's good to have you. Thank you so much for coming over. It's really nice. And I love Michi. I was there too. I was there for like, I don't know, 2 hours. And then I had to leave. Well, I left at about 6:56 my time so that I could run to the restroom and then get into my seat for my live. Anyway. Yes, Susan says she's very excited about her sun bunny. Oh boy, I'm sorry. I'm going to go a little faster. People greeting each other. Camel wool is also known as camel hair, is durable and has excellent thermal properties. And Melissa says, your hair looks so pretty. Oh, thank you. If you're talking about me, thank you so much. Nisi, hello, my sweet Nisi. She says, hello, Mara. She's probably come and gone because I'm so far behind. Oh, gosh. Let me try to catch up. How's everybody doing? Okay. Let's see. She said she did not name her. Oh, okay. She didn't name the sun bunny. Well, I think she didn't write down the name. I think that's what she meant. Like normally she would write down the name of the bunny that went, but I imagine she probably did name the sun bunny, but she just didn't write down the name. So she couldn't remember which one went to you. But she did refer to her as a she. So I think she probably does have a name. Good luck. And Nisi says hello to everyone in the chat. Michi's house is always fun and cozy. Cozy? Yes, cozy, says Sandra Carlton. And Samantha Stewart says, Michi raid. I totally get it. Time flies. Yeah, right? Yep, so fast. It's true. Hey, Doritha, good to see you. That's our Butter Roll Boutique right there. People saying hello to one another. I am going to keep scrolling down. Mandy is welcoming Nancy. Yes, thank you. For anybody who's coming here for the first time. And I want to thank Michi for sending people over on the raid. I really do appreciate that. And welcome in. You're always welcome in. I do my weekend wind up here on Saturdays at 7 p.m. Pacific time. But anyway, if you haven't already, click on that subscribe button and then turn on the notification bell, and then it will alert you at the time that I go, or, it'll give you that 30-minute warning before I go live or when I drop other content. MDL Crochet became a new member. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Mindful Makers and Inspired Artisans. Let me play this for you. Maybe. Thank you so much. As far as my content goes, I do try to do at least something for the members a couple times a month. I am trying to think if I did a member video earlier, but once you become a member, you'll have access to the member exclusive emojis that you can already use in the chat. And you can go to the little member tab on my channel, and it will show you any past members only lives. I do members only lives. Yeah, I meant to do one last week, so I think I'll probably, it's kind of hard. Sundays and Saturdays get to be really busy in these YouTube streets, and even the weekdays too. So I'm going to get something out to the members this coming week. And anyway, I appreciate you becoming a member. Okay, let me see here. Oh my goodness. All right. When I played that video, it just, you know, puts me behind again. So people greeting each other. Michi says, I'm going to sit here and work on finishing the Sophie yarn sweater and unicorn. Oh my gosh, that sweater, the sleeve, I really liked the sleeve that you showed. That yarn was beautiful. And the unicorn is so cute. Oh my gosh, all your little guys, they're so cute. Your monkey was so cute. Oh my gosh, I love it. I need to make a monkey. I did pick up that Edward's Menagerie book where the Sun Bunny came from, and there's, you know, so many in there. And again, once this endless project is done, then I'm going to get on some other projects. Make a somebody. I would really love to make a monkey, and of course a zebra. Gotta make those. And Samantha says that she threw yarn in Anastasia's window. Thank you for doing so. And I'm just going to be scrolling down, trying to catch up. Sorry if I missed anything. Oh, looks like I've got another. Aw. Fluffy Boots Crochet gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much. I am not positive who got them, but let me see. Looks like Maritza and Suzanne Goulet and another Suzanne, Yolanda Perkins, and Jen Reeves were all gifted memberships. Thank you so much, Fluffy Boots, for gifting memberships, and welcome to all the new members. Let me play this for you. Thank you again, Fluffy Boots. That was so kind of you, and welcome new members. Love the little music. Oh my goodness. Yes, that was so very kind. Oh my goodness. And whenever I do that, like I said, my chat kind of jumps around. So I'm going to try to find my way back to. Oh, so yes, here's Shetland wool originating. Shetland wool originating from Shetland sheep is known for its warmth and durability. That was a woolly fact for Maritza. Okay. Scrolling down. And Fluffy Boot says, I'm here, but lurking. So thank you for that. Hello, Shantirement. It is really good to see you guys. I know I am like 30 minutes behind. So I'm moving. People saying hello. I apologize if I miss saying hello to anybody, but Nightbot will greet you. My moderators will greet you. There's Cops, Crossover Paranormal Society. How are you doing? Good to see you. And Fluffy Boots channel right there. Go over and check out Fluffy Boots. Let us know if you want us to call you something different than Fluffy Boots, because I'm not sure if I know your name. Infinitely Zero Nessa saying hello, and Darcia says, hey Cops, I was in the bushes last night at your live, was great. And Susan Burke says, hi Samantha, what's your Sun Bunny? What is your Sun Bunny by Miss C's name? And Teresa says that she's still working on her peacock blanket, so I'm not in last place. Woo! There's a little bit of a miracle left. Yeah. Both Sierra and Teresa and I guess, are at least 3 still working on the blanket. Everybody else finished. And MDL crochet right there. I made a Carolina poncho as well. I haven't worn it yet. Well, is it just because it's too warm, or you just kind of displaying it? I really like it. You know, this room does get warm, but I'm comfortable. I'm not too hot in it. At least I don't think so. No. All right. Yeah, it's a great pattern. And, you know, Bago Day's patterns or her tutorials are very easy to follow. And so I do highly recommend going and checking them out. If you're looking for a quick to work up poncho, this would definitely, or swancho with sleeves, this is a good one. She's got quite a few. Okay, scrolling down. Okay, and Sanja told Carrie that I did email. Okay. There's little Carrie's channel. She says that she's looking to build her channel and add more friends. So please go over and check her out. And Fluffy Boot says, just building and looking for friends. Everything else is a bonus. Yes, and Jamie says that she is reaching for that 100. You go, Jamie. I thought it was really cool that you did a live, and I think it's awesome. MDL Crochet says, oh my gosh, I saw my numbers and I got tears in my eyes. I never thought I would get more than 20. I know. You know what? I started going to Dee's Creative Hands live, and as well as Thriss. And I just thought it was like the coolest thing or the kindest thing that they had an option to drop your channel. And I don't even know. I don't even think I was planning to do a channel. I mean, I just was like, oh, sure, I'll drop my channel. I mean, I thought maybe I would. I really don't even know. I'm like, here I am. It's almost a year later, and I'm not quite sure what made me decide to actually do it. So anyway, but when I went there, and they were so kind about saying, yeah, sure, go ahead and type in drop and it'll drop your channel. And I think it was Crystal from Jumping Frog Dream Creations was like my first subscriber. And she was like, I threw yarn at your window or whatever. And I was like, what? That was just so cool. And then when I got my first 20 and then my first 50, it just surprised me at the kindness that people would go and make that connection. And I really I might have had a YouTube short at the time with my dog on it. I don't know. Before I actually did like an unboxing, and then I just started doing other things, and then here I am. It's funny. It's funny how the path just gets laid out for you. I think, and now, you know, a year later and getting to the point where, you know, I have a monetized channel and everything, it just stuns me to no end. It really, really does. And Faith has posted that she has been a member for 2 months, and Christy posted that she's been a member for a month. And so I will, I'm going to play this for you guys. Just 1 second. I have a new little video for that too. And I'm going to find it. Here we go. For Christy and Faith Louise. Thank you for becoming a mindful maker and staying one. That's so kind of you. I love it. All right. MDL says that she's in Texas and she's on her cell phone at the moment. Okay, let's see. Yeah, because Mominator Judy asked. Sandra Carlton says, my mosaic blanket is testing my patience. This is the only one that I keep missing or repeating a row. Oh, goodness. Oh, no. Sandra says, Mominator, it's been 20 months for me since Cauda equina syndrome. I lost my job and over half our income. It's been very hard. Oh, my goodness. Where is the best place to buy wool or alpaca? So it really kind of depends, like what type of wool. But I personally love superwash merino wool. I love alpaca. I love alpaca. And they typically the best, it like comes up from Peru, but there are alpaca farms like right near me, just not very far in Central Oregon. Not all of you know, but I live in the Pacific Northwest and I'm not far from Portland. In Central Oregon, I went to an alpaca farm where I got to feed alpacas, and I have a little video on my channel about it. I love it. And I like Malabrigo wool, really like Malabrigo Rios. And I'm not sure if I can grab any real quick, but a lot of content creators here on YouTube will dye and spin wool. And so you can also order from our very talented content creators right here on YouTube, like Thriss and Queen Scrap by Bridget and Dawn Aaron Loving Hands and Spring the Fiber Enthusiast, and even I also have bought from Boss Kitty, who is another Oregonian, and she lives about 40 miles from me. But there's so many, and I know I forgot some big ones. Oh, right, of course, Crochet in Agreement Melissa, and I know the list goes on. Okay, scrolling down. Doing my best to try to catch up here. There is my sweet ladybug Taffy. How are you doing? She says, hi, Mara, and all in chat. Okay. Scrolling down. Right. So people are just conversing with each other about where they live and that it actually snows. And Lydia is here. She says, hi, Mara. Yarnworks Raid. Wow. Lydia, I'm telling you, you are just like the live queen right now. You're just live all the time. I can't even believe it. I can't keep up with you. I do my Sunday night at 7 p.m. Pacific, and then after that, I'm kind of done till Saturday. Well, I do the Saturday live with Carrie, and then my Sunday live, and I think that's about all I can do sometimes. All right. Well, there we go. There's some emojis. Lydia's doing the hey girl, hey. The sloth, worry less. Yes, Speedy Speed Bump is here to remind you to take it slow. And Frodo the Frog is here to remind you to hang in there. Oh, goodness. East Texas, very cool. We've got Lydia's weather for Nebraska City, clear with a temperature of 50 degrees. We've got 3-mile-an-hour winds and 40% humidity. Sounds pretty decent to me, almost like spring weather. There's Hugh. Says, hello, everybody. What's up tonight? I think I was caught up with the chat for like maybe 10 minutes, and then I've just been behind ever since. Aw, thank you, Darcia. Wicked Happy turned out so good. So good. I'm telling you, I just love this bunny. So yeah, I figured I would make one first, and then this will ultimately, I think, go to one of my kids or something. I'm telling you, my kids actually like these, and like this one. And my son was like, "You need to make a bunch of those. You need to make them bigger." So anyway, but she's so cute. I just love her so much. She's like my little desk buddy. And Cynthia Bailey says, hi, crocheting and listening. Jamie is saying hi to Maritza and thank you. Sub to you earlier. Just scrolling down. Michi says, I need to use mine more. And I'm sorry, I'm so behind, Michi. I'm not sure what that's in reference to. Maybe if I catch up. I'm going to close my eyes. Oh. Mominator saying, hello, people are greeting each other. What's everybody making? Asks Hugh. Yeah, I'm so behind. So scrolling down. Ooh, only like 30 minutes, right? The freeze-dried Skittles are delicious. Yes, that's how far behind I am. We're still talking about my... The bread, oh, something, wait a minute. Could have filled me up. I could, yeah. The bread, let's see. I didn't really have bread. I had some crackers. Did I have bread? I don't know. Oh, goodness. I am sorry. Sorry, y'all, for being so behind. I can't even remember what we're talking about. All right. It's been weird not seeing everyone's faces. It's just been incredibly busy and popping in where I can. I get it. I get it. TDP. And Nisi did say, I'm still here. Yay. That must have been when I finally got, yeah, you typed it in that you're still here. Oh, goodness. Oh, so behind, so behind. Susan says, thank you. I will try to send you a picture with the sun bunny, Mara. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm going to try to be like Granny D and go back and read some of the comments that I may have missed from getting behind. Hugh says, has anybody ever heard of buffalo yarn? Somebody asked me about it the other day. I've never heard of it, but I don't know what it looks like. Yeah. Buffalo yarn. Now, is that meaning like it's because buffalo do produce wool? So maybe it's wool from the buffalo. I haven't come across it, but I imagine there are some people that get buffalo wool. I wonder how they come about that. That's definitely a wormhole to go down. And right, we're getting to the point where people are thanking Fluffy Boots for gifting memberships. There's Ms. Frosty, formerly known as ABD. Hello, ABD. It's good to see you. Or Ms. Frosty. Okay, scrolling down. I'm determined. I'm determined to catch up before it's 9 o'clock. Okay. Oh, did Noe do a joke and I missed it? Try to find it. Oh my goodness. There's Lydia's channel. Go over and check her out and pick her up. Okay. Mominator Judy says Sanja West, same here, forced to retire, and I just got approved for disability. Ah. Okay. Mindfulness quote for Lydia: embrace the imperfections in your crochet work, for they tell the unique story of your journey. Oh yeah, there's some mistakes in here. I'd be embracing them very tightly. How do you clean the handle portion of your crochet hook, clover hooks? Gosh, well, I haven't cleaned any of mine yet because they're so new, and I've just used them a little bit, but a damp cloth sounds like about right. Damp cloth, dry it out. Oh, goodness. Okay. Llamas, close relatives of alpacas, also produce wool that is similar in quality. And I think Faith Louise was asking Sandra if she printed out her mosaic pattern or if she was just looking at it electronically. Where did I find freeze-dried Skittles? Well, there was at a farmer's market during the summer. There was a lady, she had freeze-dried like marshmallows and the lemon heads and all kinds of stuff freeze-dried. They were really good. There was even Oreo marshmallows, or like, cookies and cream marshmallows. Oh, those were my favorite. Fluffy Boot says, oh, I live in the Portland Northwest, just up in Western Washington. Awesome. Well, good to meet you. And by the way, is that a sloth? No, it's an eye. It's an eye. Is it a monster eye? Okay, finally, when I brought it up on the screen, I could see it a little bit bigger. Oh, yes. With Malabrigo, you just need to soak it in vinegar as the dye bleeds. Good to know. I think I've only made like a scarf or something with it, so I haven't, I haven't really washed it or anything yet. Here we go. Here's some maker, some yarn dyers or spinners, things like that. Christy's listed a few of them for you. Hey, Robin, good to see you. So good to see you. Oh my goodness, I think I'm only about 9 minutes behind now. I know I probably missed a bunch. Mama G, that's right. Mama G, thank you. And Teresa's like, thanks for reminding me to drink my water. Yes, I'm gonna take a couple sips. Oh, I get dyed yarn from Olive and 2U. They have also built a community. They are the traveling to you on. Oh, okay. No, I think I might have some of that traveling you. I swear I have yarn that says traveling you on it. I don't know. My good yarn is down there where you can't see it. And this is, I don't know why I didn't put the good yarn behind me. I might have to make some changes. Darcia says, good night to all. Good night. I know it's getting late. It's like 11 o'clock Eastern, and I have no idea. Like, I'm on the West Coast, so we're like 8:20 here, but I know it's getting late. Same weather. Here's some weather for Auburn. Mostly cloudy and a temperature of 43. The wind is blowing at, 11 miles an hour and 78% humidity. Yeah. Teresa is up, in the Seattle area. Robin says that she hopes everyone has a nice week. Nisi says good night to everyone. So I started losing people about 10 minutes ago. I know, like 9 o'clock hit, and I know it's getting past people's bedtimes. Fluffy boots. There we go. People greeting each other. Oh my goodness, I'm getting so close. What? Oh no, I thought I was, but then it jumped again. People saying good night now to those that are leaving. Fluffy Boot says good night to everyone who is going. Yes, yes. And Teresa did say she's north of Seattle. How about you? And Fluffy Boot says south of Seattle. That's cool. You guys are neighbors. You're neighbors. I'm a few hours away from you in the Portland area. But yes, we got to have a meetup. We need to do a Yarny meetup up in Seattle again. What was it was that June, like the first weekend of June last year, Teresa, that we met up at the Fiber Fusion? That was so cool with little Carrie and Carrie the Yarny Elephant. And yeah, so much fun. That was a great trip. Sandra says, I guess I'll wipe down the hooks with alcohol-free baby wipes. Yeah, the clovers are beginning to look dirty. Yeah, you know, that's probably a good idea. I would think a damp cloth. Those, like, actually, I keep my, my Kirkland baby wipes. I keep a package of those handy. These are the ones that I use. You know, I don't have babies anymore, but I sure like to have these available, and they are hypoallergenic, suitable for sensitive skin. The Kirkland brand baby wipes, fragrance free. I would say that, you know, a damp cloth or something like this, you know, another, you know, like a microfiber cloth. I'm not sure. Oh, I'm not going to be able to get that back in place without standing up. Sorry about the noise. All right. But yeah, that's what I use. Okay. Scrolling down, scrolling down. Here we go. Here is a link to some bison yarn so you can see what it looks like. Oh, I wonder, I don't think I can copy that from here, but wait, where did I end up? Did I end up dropping my phone? Oh my goodness. Oh no, it's right in front of me. Oh my gosh, I'm losing it. Losing it. Oh gosh. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. I'm clicking on the link. Pure bison, 100% bison yarn. Boy, they pop up right away trying to get you to, you know, join their mailing list or whatever. But yeah, they've got some pretty colors there. $64. I figured that it might be kind of expensive. I wonder, and then it talks about how to wash it. This beautiful, naturally earthy fiber has a micron count of 15. So unique that you'll want to incorporate it into your next project, especially if you're interested in knitting any small lace accessory. Wow. So this must be spun at a fine size. Very cool. You see if I just, well, that one is the blue black color. Dark moss is pretty. You could even pay in 4 interest-free installments of $16. Anyway, very cool. Thank you for sending that. That's cool. I'm gonna keep that up and check it out. Well, Hold on. Okay. Oh, there we go. I was going to say it took me back to Facebook. Well, thank you for sending that. All right, scrolling down. How many people are in here from Texas? You says that he's from Dallas. Oh, there we go. There is Sandrine. I'm so late getting to greet you. This is for you. Hey girl, hey. Ah, yes, there we go. And Teresa says Camino Island. Yes, an alien that you made. It's needle felt. Very cool. Yeah, like I said, once I saw your picture on screen, then it was bigger. And I was like, oh, it's an eye. It's a pretty green eye. I think that's green, right? I had cataract surgery on my left eye, and I wear these glasses. I do this every week or whatever. There's no lens right there. There's just a lens on the right side because I'm still nearsighted on my right side. And I'm just at that point where I have to be far enough back to see with my left and then use it's just the worst. It's the worst. But Sandrine says, hey, y'all. Hey. It is good to see you. All right. Llamas and alpacas are part of the same family. There we go. Yep. I think that is one of the woolly facts, is that they are related, llamas and alpacas. Yes. Alpacas are like hypoallergenic. So a lot of people who have issues with regular like sheep's wool, they don't have like the lanolin, where people have the issue with the lanolin. So I'm not saying all people who have a wool allergy could try alpaca, but some people find that they don't have the allergy to alpaca because it is hypoallergenic. Okay. Christy said goodnight to Darcia when she left. Tracy Huber did her weather for Brownsville. We have 65 degrees and 11-mile-an-hour winds and 43% humidity. Yep. And we've got Walnut Cove for Yarn Barf, and the conditions are cloudy with a temperature of 45 and 5-mile-an-hour winds. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe if somebody could type in weather 97201, eventually I'll get there. But we're supposed to be getting some cold weather. I don't know what the temperature is now. Speaking of Jumping Frog Dream Creations, there she is right there. Were your ears ringing? Did you hear me talking about how you were like my first subscriber on Dee's Creative Hands? Anyway, good to see you. Weather for Amarillo, we've got 61 degrees and 14-mile-an-hour winds, 19% humidity. So at least it's dry. There we go. Mandy says maybe Dawn dish soap for cleaning hooks. Yeah, like a gentle soap I would think would be okay. I would just be careful not to submerge it, because so like here's the clover hook where the metal goes in. You probably don't want to get water in there, because that could be bad. Oh, there might even be, oh shucks. You know, maybe Clover has something on their website that says how to clean your hooks. We should check there. I want to make sure. Yeah, that's why I figure use a cloth. I wouldn't want to get it wet because I wouldn't want to submerge it in water, because the water could get inside the handle, and I don't know. I wouldn't want to mess with that. Yes, and Crystal says hello to everyone in the chat. Mominator Judy says, gonna head to bed. I still have a headache. Sleep well, everyone. Will you take care? And I hope that your headache clears up. People saying hello to each other. Thanks for doing that. I appreciate it. Teresa, everybody greeting each other. Mandy says that she's in Texas. And Teresa says, thank you to anyone that threw yarn in my window. I greatly appreciate it. Yes, thank you for supporting our friends when they drop their channels and everything. Christy says that she is getting sleepy also. I enjoyed spending time with you and our yarny friends. Love and blessings to all of you in the chat. Love you, Christy. Thank you so much for coming and for helping with the moderator duties. And Teresa says, good night, Yarn Barf. Everybody's saying good night to Christy. And here we go. There's the weather for 97201. Rain with a temperature of 48 degrees. The wind is blowing at 8 miles an hour, and the current humidity is 87%. Thank you, Teresa. So it's 48. That's not bad. I'm going to see like what the forecast says, because we were expecting some cold weather. It says rain is forecasted, just rain. Overnight lows of about 37 degrees. So it's going to, 36 degrees by 7 o'clock tomorrow. That means things could get a little bit icy because we've got rain. So when I'm leaving for work tomorrow, it's only going to be about 36 or 37 degrees. So I know when the temperature reads 37 degrees, it says caution, roads could be icy. So in some of those areas that, maybe get a little bit colder, the roads could be icy. We've got Sandrine's weather, 58 degrees and 7-mile-an-hour winds and 42% humidity. Not too bad. It says it's clear and 58. Yes. Oh, there we go. I was going to say you have to type weather first, but let's see. 18419. You spelled it right. Did it ever drop your weather? Oh, there we go. Weather for Factoryville. Fair with a temperature of 33. So you're just above freezing. The wind is blowing from the south-southwest at 7 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 55%. Wow. Hey, Zach, good to see you. Thank you so much for coming in. You were going to bed earlier, I think, weren't you? Well, if you hadn't quite fallen asleep yet, thanks so much for coming in and saying hello. I do appreciate it. And Sandrine says, hey, Zach, hi. And Crystal typed in yogi. Nightbot says, live consciously. And if those of you that came in would like to type the word mindful into the chat, then Nightbot will drop your channel link. So then we can go over Crystal and Zach. They both have a lot of content on their channels, and it'd be great for you guys to go over and check them out. Teresa says, I used an alcohol prep pad and a paper towel immediately after I wash it with soapy water. I've never had an issue with it slipping. Okay. If I leave it till it's dry. All right. That's good to know. Sandrine says, I'm halfway asleep. And Zach says, I'm only 8 away from my next goal. Perfect. Perfect. I'm sure if you haven't already typed mindful, Zach, type in mindful so we can go over there, pick you up, get you to that next goal. You're only 8 away. That's awesome. And you're going to be live tomorrow night too, right? You'll be there. You'll be there. Everybody, all your accounts, go over and check out Zach. And Cynthia Bailey requested her weather, the weather for Tucson. We have clear and a temperature of 69 degrees. That's nice. That's really nice. The wind is blowing from the southeast at 2 miles an hour, and the current humidity is 42%. Love it. Teresa Sandrine says that she's in a little bit of pain, but she's doing okay. And how are you? And Margie's Crafty Corner says, good night, everyone. Good night, sweet Margie. I am looking forward to seeing you later in the YouTube streets. Here's a mindfulness quote for Sandrine. Celebrate the art of crochet, for it holds the power to bring joy, warmth, and inspiration to both the creator and recipient. Yes. Crochet is an art, right? It is an art form. You can make simple projects like a hat or a scarf. You can make beautiful, elaborate project. Uh-oh, I put my chair on top of my Afghan. Like this giant Afghan. I'm not going to display this like art, but it'll be displayed on a bed, right? There we go. Oh, that's Ms. C's channel. Check her out. And then here is Crystal's channel, Jumping Frog Dream Creations. Please go over and check her out. She goes live. She does the plastic canvas, and she's made some very, very cool plastic canvas like house, and she's working on like the princess castle and all the things. Oh, there I go doing all the things again. Oops. I'm telling you, the Juan rubs off, right? And Dawn, because Dawn said all the things too. And Fluffy Boot says, Teresa, what's your channel? It's Teresa DePape. Just her name. Or DePap. I know I said it wrong. Sorry. That's why we call her TDP. And there we go, you guys. Let me make sure that I'm subscribed up here. I've got my secondary account up here. Oh, there's Sandrine's channel. Teresa's channel. There we go. Teresa dropped her link. And there we go. There you go, Zach. It says 1,000. It says 1.29. So I am not quite sure what number I was. But there you go. You're one closer. And let me make sure. Yeah, I got to take this down. Well, anyway, I'm going to hold on. Pardon me while I just make sure I subscribe on my second channel to what? There we go. All right. Anyway, there we go. I just clicked on a couple. So Zach, you're going to have to tell us. If you get there, you're going to have to tell us. Everybody go click on Zach's link. Okay. And Teresa says, I'm doing okay. My foot is still bothering me if I try to walk without my shoes and the compression sleeve. Overall, I can't complain. Yeah. I know. I feel like I could use some more sleep, but I've been taking my vitamins every day. Normally I do try to drink enough liquids. Stay hydrated. Eat some foods that are good for you. Get enough sleep. Like Fake Louise, she says she's getting tired. It's going on midnight her time, and she's got work tomorrow. Thank you so much, Fake Louise, for everything, for popping the links in there. Always appreciate that. I hope you have a great night. Love you. See you later. And here is a mindfulness quote. With each crochet project, you are a weaver of dreams, turning imagination into tangible beauty. Ooh, nice. Nice. Zach says, I'm going to do a secret giveaway when I hit my goal. You won't know when I'm going to do it. Oh, All right. Well, I've been trying to get to your live, Zach. It's the only thing what I've noticed is, so like, even though you go live at like 9 o'clock your time, like on a Monday night, I have dinner like right about that time. So like, I'm always trying to get my dinner ready and keep you playing and then come back after. But anyway, if I missed the giveaway, that's okay. All right. No, it's getting late and lots of people are going to bed. We'll be wrapping things up pretty soon. And Fluffy Boots Crochet says, have a good night if I missed anyone. Thank you, Fluffy Boots. No pressure. Go over, check them out if they're for you. I don't want to feel like I'm being bossy telling you to go, you know. All right. There is Sandrine's channel. Please go over and check her out and pick her up. Toss a little yarn gently at her door. And Zach says, that princess castle that Crystal wants to throw across the room at times, LOL. Yeah. Mara, you should enter the peacock blanket in the fair. That might mean I have to block it. I don't know. I'll give that some thought. You know what I might do is I'll consider the fair. That could be cool, because it's not like you would see this very often, but yeah. I'm really excited about finishing it. Oops, that's the back side, but yeah, getting these all on there. But I imagine I would have to, when I was reading in the pattern book on how you block it, she just said you put it in, to the washing machine, like on a rinse and spin kind of cycle, and then lay it out. The problem is the kit comes with acrylic yarn and I'm using cotton. And so this is really heavy because it just says, lay it all out nice and until it dries. But gosh, it's cotton. So it's going to take some time, I might have to wait till the weather gets, I don't even know, where would I lay it out? I don't even have that kind of surface. It's going to be like 7 feet across. It's huge. It's huge. Anyway, oh my goodness, I feel like I'm getting close. Am I? I'm only a few minutes behind now. And Fluffy Boot says I need to go get my dad ready for bed, so BRB. Okay. And let me scroll down. We've got Sandrine's channel dropping. I have some that automatically drop, and there is also Queen's Craft by Bridget. We mentioned her earlier. In addition to spinning yarn, she also makes Bridget bags. Go over and check her out. She has so much to offer. She puts out videos regularly, and I just love that lady. And Faith Louise's channel. There's Nifty. Hello. Let's see. I can't say that about my crochet, LOL. Let's see. TDP says, I've had about 40 ounces of water since you started your live. Yay, water. I know. Well, I've at least gotten through this bottle. If I should have, I had my friends over yesterday, and one of my friends saw this room for the first time, and she was like, you just need a mini fridge in here. And I was like, I think I kind of do. It would just be full of water, and then I could just pull out the water when my water bottle gets low, because my Mr. Mindful doesn't respond to text messages that I need water. Oh, goodness. That's okay. I'll be finishing soon, and I'll go get some more water, although I don't really intend to drink that much water. Otherwise, I'll be up all night. Oh, there's Trish. Hello. Happy Monday night. Wait, are you at Tuesday? Is it Tuesday? I don't even know. Oh, she says Monday evening. Okay. Good evening, everyone. It's nearly Monday evening here. That's right. Oh gosh, Trish, good to see you. Thanks for coming in. She says, hi, Mara. Yeah. Like, I don't think I'd put yours in the machine. If you find a spot to lay it in the sun, I'd spray it. Oh, that's a good one. That's good. That's a possibility. Well, I could probably get it to lay out in the kitchen. Like if I just kind of laid out towels or sheet or a blanket or something. I don't know. And then probably towels. And then lay it out on the towels. Gosh, I don't know. It's so tough because it's really big. It's really big. I'll have to figure it out. It's gonna be a blocking party. I'm gonna have a bunch of people over. We're gonna put our heads together. We're gonna figure it out. How's that sound? There we go. Since we are going to be finishing up, make sure that you type in mindful one last time to make sure that everybody can go over and check out your channel, and my friends can become your friends can become my friends. There we go. My good friend Scott OFG, I call him Fluff. His channel is Scott Old Fart Gaming, but I usually just call him Fluff or OFG. He has a motto, basically, hashtag we grow stronger together, and we truly do. So I hope that you will all go check out each other's channels and help us grow stronger together. IVB from IVB Creates, she came up with another one, hashtag Go Support 2024. And I highly encourage you, if you have a channel, if you have content and you can support some of us creators, showing support to one another, helping us reach our goals, that would be amazing, that we grow stronger together and we just really help build each other up. I know that Ivy is getting really close to her 1K milestone, and it would just be nice to see her, as well as a lot of other creators like Sanita, and well, of course, Miss C is growing. There's so many people that are, and Lydia and China, the Crochet Queen, Sandrine. We can all just keep supporting one another and grow stronger together. Oh, a trampoline. That's a good one. Except then I would have to definitely lay something on top of it. I don't have a trampoline. I don't even know anybody with a trampoline. Our neighbors used to have a trampoline, but they finally got rid of that like last summer or something. Yeah, I know. It's so big. And Trish says, I tried to come in earlier, but my internet is bad when I'm uploading to YouTube, so I can't access a live show. Oh, no worries. No worries. We're going to have to go check out your new video, Trish. Let's see. Here we go. There is MDL Crochet. Please go over and check out MDL and pick them up. Miss C's Cottage. It must have been a loud sneeze, Zach. He's like, I just sneezed and Mom heard me, LOL. Hey, Yolanda. Nice to see you. Very good to see you. All right. Well, you guys are doing that. I'm just going to check something out real quick. I want to see. There we go. There we go. All right. I'm going to try to direct our traffic. It looks like Mona from Sifting and hopefully Felicia are going live tonight. And I'm going to try to set it up so that we can redirect to their live at the end of this live. Okay, good. Woo, I thought, let me see. That's what I'll do. All right, so I'm going to put this in the chat, and at the end of my live, we will do a mindful raid over to Mona and or Felicia from Sifting Some Soil and FR Humphrey. I'm just going to pin this to the top so that we don't need to type it again, but that way you can click on their links. It takes you to their channel. This isn't a direct link to their live, but anyway, there you go. And hello, Liz. Oh, that's great. Thank you so much for coming by and commenting that you received your prize. I'm really glad, and I hope you have fun going shopping. Pick up a little something. Okay, Teresa's channel, and there is Crystal's channel, and we've got Trish's channel. Okay, and let's see. Yeah, Teresa says, I guess you'll have to visit and utilize my trampoline. Sounds like a plan to me. Sounds like a plan. We just need some dry weather. We just we need to get a nice dry day, right? Dry, warm day, have it in the sun. Yeah. Count me in. There is Moon Rose Crafts, another Crystal. Good evening. Nice to see you. All right. And so as I was saying, at the end of my live in just a few minutes, we'll head over to Mona. If you guys are still awake, looking for something else to do, Mona and Felicia always have great, lively conversation. They are a lot of fun. They talk about growing. They talk about knitting. They talk about crocheting. They just talk about life. It's great. And people saying hello, greeting each other. There is the message about Liz receiving her package. So I'm really glad that you did. And I'm sorry that the first one never arrived. I couldn't tell you what happened. And there is Yolanda Perkins. Please go over and check her out and pick her up. Hey, good to see you, Nancy. Thanks for popping in. Quick hello before heading to bed. Good to see you. I've been missing you. I keep trying to get to your lives. I don't know. I've just been like crazy. But thanks for coming by. There's Kristen F. TDP says, have a great night, Nancy. People saying hello to each other. Oh my goodness. See, it's a miracle. 8:55. Whoop. And I caught up with the chat. I always love it when I can catch up with the chat before I leave. So to recap, for those of you that came in late or didn't see what I've been working on and what I'm trying to wind up this week, ahead is my Peacock Plums Afghan. This is one of 33 motifs. It is the eye spot. And I have attached 16 of these. And I just have like 17 more to attach. I'm on, like I said, I'm on the 16th one, sewing that on, which I didn't do a single stitch here on just managing the chat. But anyway, yep, been working on this. And once I get all 33 of these attached onto my Afghan, then there are 2 rounds of a border, and I will with this royal blue kind of color, then I will be done. My goal is to finish it by Thursday, right? Thursday is the 29th, I think. So to finish it before the end of the month is my goal. So next, check back with me on Saturday when I do my live with Carrie the Yarny Elephant. Hopefully it'll be done there. And And if not, if I don't show it on Saturday, then hopefully I'll be able to show it next week, Sunday, on the weekend wind up. Okay, I am going to go ahead and type in yogi into the chat. Get us a final mindfulness quote. Let's see. Hey, you know what? I actually had like a stack of magazines down here that I was also going to show. Maybe I'll do that real quick. I was looking for the pattern for this shawl that I made. I wore this a couple weeks ago on the weekend wind up, I believe. And I was determined I was going to try to find where I got this pattern from, because I made it, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. And I can't remember. I didn't think that it was something that I did from YouTube. I think it was in print, but I'm not sure. It could, I mean, there's a possibility it could have even just been a pattern on the yarn. I don't know. But I was looking for this pattern in all my magazines and books. Then, of course, I've ended up finding a whole bunch of other projects that I wanted to do. So I marked them and I figured I would show you. Maybe you guys could tell me. So I've got my Stepping Textures hat over there. That's like the next thing. But then maybe you guys could tell me, should I make this cute little gnome? I thought it was so cute. And they have a little toadstool that he sits on. This is from Love Crochet magazine. This is from a while ago. 2018. Yeah. So this is like a 6-year-old magazine, but they've got him. He's like sitting on the little toadstool. It's so cute. So there's that gnome. And then I also really liked this. It's called a Pineapple Delight Throw. And the basic pattern, it's a square, but it looks like with a pineapple stitch. So cool. This is what it looks like kind of laid out. I love doing filet crochet and the pineapple stitch. Oh, I love making pineapples. That one's pretty cool. And then little jellyfish. It's another possibility. Oh, this is a really cool bag. This is called the Braided Cables Tote. And you know I love me some cables. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm thinking I really want to make that too. It's cute. With the handles. Love that. That doesn't seem like it would take that long. And I think there was one more item in here that I thought would be kind of fun. Oh yeah, this poncho. It's actually called the Zodiac Tunic. And this is in a book by Doris Chan called Convertible Crochet. I love Doris Chan. Her designs are amazing. But this Zodiac Tunic, it's like a poncho, basically. What do you guys think? Isn't that beautiful? That would be really cool to wear spring, summer over a t-shirt or something. Super fun. So, of course, I did not find the pattern for that shawl, but I did find several other patterns that I wanted to work on. Okay, now I've gone a little bit past my time. So we're going to go over, let's see, I'm not sure if I got notification from, whoops. Yes, so Mona and has gone live. So utilize that pinned. I didn't get a chance to automatically redirect you guys over there this week. But if you could click on that link and go over and do a mindful raid, I would very much appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and play my outro now. Oh yeah, you would pick the Zodiac crystal. It's so cool. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming, for hanging out, for participating in the chat and spending the last couple hours with me. I know that there's lots of places to go, and I appreciate you coming here to hang out with me for a while. I will see you again soon in the YouTube streets. Feel free to pop up, some comments, and I will be clicking on the comments as I play my outro. Okay. Take care and be kind.